It's C-Duck again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewing Company and their Imperial Pilsner Auga, which was created in honor of the legendary DJs The Awesome Two. Thick Crates, pure hip-hop satisfaction. Check out their limited edition new releases available now on Instagram. Weaponized Records, an independent music label serving up underground hip-hop. The revolution will not be televised. It will be weaponized. Rap Central Station Mag Paper, the world's first art rap chart magazine. And the Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
Strutting like a peacock, shouting from the treetop. Deep roots like bebop. Once again it's C-Dot. Chock-a-block, sonic, phonic, freedom, rock, boxing. Shock, jock, flatline, hip-hop outfoxing. Ultra mag flossing, Jetty O bossing. Channel Zero watching, awesome friends blossom. Caution to the wind as the soul buck spins. Rip the microcosm, knocking down duck pins. Props from within, and when Chuck drops in, we shine like the light, cause life is paper thin. It's Tuesday, begin to learn from your kin, bringing uncut gems. It's C-Doc again.
It's C-Doc again.
Hello friends. Have you received your copy of the world's first art rap chart magazine, Rap Central Station? My name's C-Doc, and welcome to my show. As you can plainly hear, I'm doing my worst Barry White impersonation tonight. We're going to try to get through this wonderful episode. But I'm not going to do it alone, no. I brought along a friend. He is one of the dopest accounts on Instagram, and he just so happens to have poor lighting this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Ultramag 7.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why do you have to try to do a white voice?
Yo, man, I don't even know.
I don't get
It just seemed like the thing to do.
I don't get it. Oh, man.
I know, right?
I'm sweating like a slave, boy.
Bro, it's nasty.
Yeah. 110 here tomorrow. Supposed to
Fuck
feel
all
like
that.
110.
Yeah, fuck all that.
And,
F that noise. F that N. So.
and they're fixing the floors, so I had to move. and the air's not on. This is a horrible week.
Oh, jeez. Fozzie Bear? Knack? Really? I thought it was the poor man's.
Waka waka waka.
Yeah. Or more like Robert Goulet, I guess. I don't know. Something like that.
Since you brought up, well, I would say our guest is not here yet, and you
Yes.
brought up Rap Central Station.
Yes.
Can I do some promo?
Please.
So, if anybody has the Rap Central Station magazine and you have the last two issues, I have a column, and it's called The Ultramag 7. There you go. And it's 7 questions that I ask artists.
Look at that. I opened right to
There you
it.
go. You got it. So, as a matter of fact, we're going to do everything right now. So,
Sure.
this record is a record with me and Jazz Soon. So Jazz Soon is in the current issue, but I also started an audio podcast of, the different guests I have. So currently, if you search, it's on streaming platforms, The Ultramax 7. I have the first episode with Mr. Len, number 2 with Jazz Soon, and then number 3 out with 7L of Czarface and 7L and Esoteric. So you guys want to hear 7 random questions, not your average. Actually, me and 7L were talking about skateboarding. So Knack, I know you like skateboarding. We were talking about skateboarding for like, I don't know, 15 minutes, whatever. Um, but it's 7 random questions because I hate, we get on here, we talk to artists. I do the perspective. We do these long interviews and try to go over people's history. I do enough of that. So I want to do something different. So,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, so 7 random questions. So, everybody, number one, if you watch this show and you like Ultramax 7, I'm sure we all have our own fans. Hit me up and buy this record.
Yo, man, get that shit right now. I'm telling you, and it's not just because this dude is my co-host and my friend. That record right there is one of my favorite records of the year, and I hard pressed to see it knocked off the list. It's not gonna happen. It is one of my favorite records of the year. I'm telling you, it's just that dope.
Hey, listen.
That dope.
I paid C-Doc $300 to say that. And
Wait, I didn't get that yet. What the fuck?
Nah, it's coming through the Cash App. But that was $300 well spent. But listen, anybody, if you want the record, if you're on Instagram, just DM me. But if not, you can hit me up. Cash App. I take Venmo. I take PayPal. I think Cash App they're all Ultramax 7. So if it's Cash App, it's $ Ultramax 7. Venmo and Cash App is at Ultramax 7. But, I would need your shipping address. But
Yes.
Hit me up. You want the records. I'm selling them.
Unless you just want to send the homie some money and just be like, here,
Well-
Ultramac, have some money.
No, but listen, I'd like to, this is fair exchange, no robbery. I'm
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
I'm going to give you something for it.
Exactly.
But
All right, well.
anyway, don't you have some records to promote?
Yeah, I might as well. Well, and shout out to the homie that was on the show last week. Damage from Yag Fu Front. Today is his birthday. Not only is it his birthday, but it's new release day because his Spit Slam Magnificent 7 release is out today. So go check that out. It is streaming on all major platforms except Spotify because fuck Spotify. And also, you can get it on CD at spitslamrecords.com. So go check out his beat record 7. Dope beats from Damage. If you like Yag Fu Front, you know what you're going to get. Some dope joints. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I got stuff that's underneath stuff. I was going to pull stuff out, but yeah, there we go. Thank you. Shout out to Jennifer, too. Jennifer's a little under the weather, but she's handling things from behind the scene. Hi, Jennifer. Goodbye, Jennifer. So, yeah. Yeah, so there's that. And what else? What were you going to say?
Oh no, I let you finish. I forgot. I got another podcast to promote too. I forgot. Yeah, I
No, go ahead while I figure out what the hell I was going to promote.
Okay, so I also have another podcast called the Prospective Podcast, and I just dropped our latest episode today, episode 10. I don't know who out. I never hear from people, so I don't know who listens to whatever. But we do have people around the world listening. But for anybody here. Episode 8, we went down to Manhawkin, New Jersey, and we went to the Jetty flagship store, which kind of propelled us into going to their Hop Sauce Festival, which is a beer, hot sauce, music festival. And one of our alumni that was a guest here, Dylan, he was the host, he DJ'd it. So that was my whole agenda, was to go to interview Dylan. So we got the Hop Sauce. So we talked with Jeremy DeFilippis, who is the CEO of Jetty, and we talked with my brother Bug, who does the podcast with us. He does everything. Shout out to Bug and Kind of Ranks, and my man TAT, who runs the Hip Hop Foundation. Which anyway, once it becomes official, I'll tell you. I might have a new position. I think I told you, Doc. So
All right.
wait till everything's signed. But and then we talk with Dylan. So there's a new episode of the Prospective Podcast. There's 3 episodes of the Ultramag 7. You want good listens, you want good guests. You got Dylan, you got Jazz Soon, you got Mr. Len, you got 7L from 7L and Esoteric. All of y'all are hip hop fans. These are good conversations. Go download them, run them up, help me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and
Word.
buy the record.
And buy the record. Most importantly, buy that dope ass
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
You ask good questions too, so those are enjoyable to listen to.
Well, I asked Jazz Soon, since he's a native New Yorker, what's more New York, a slice or a knish? Like these are the type of questions. Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah, these are the type of like, because then it prompts you to talk about things.
Yeah.
When I asked because and I do my research, so I realized 7L was a skater. So I just said, "Yo, who's your favorite skater from back in the day?" Because I knew he was around the same time I was. So we had some of the same, like Mark Gonzalez, Nonce Coppers, Tommy Guerrero, that type of thing. He brought up Neil Blender, like these are the heroes of mine, people that I grew up watching skate. So we had a whole conversation about skateboarding that was dope, and yeah. So these are the type of would people know that 7L was a skateboarder? May not know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't think I knew. So there you go.
Right. NJ the AK-182. If you had your record is on its way. Thank you very much, sir. And you're I'm not gonna say where you're at, but you're out there. So I keep people's stuff under wraps.
Oh, I was gonna mention real quick. I put out a reissue of a project. I'm gonna grab it real quick here. And it's fun. It's a fun project. Nothing crazy, but it just turned 20 years old, which is insane to me. But 20 years ago, around this time, it was actually the end of June. My buddy Imported Flows and I did this project called Spanglish, and we called ourselves 2124, and which is the name of was the address of where we recorded it. But what had happened was, Port was coming out. I was staying. Mara and I were staying way the hell out, and Port had like a 2-hour drive to come see me, and we were going to record songs for his debut album that he was working on. And when he got to the spot, I hooked everything up, and I realized my mic was dead. Like, it was, yeah.
Dead mic.
Dead. Totally dead. Now, we're 2 hours away from civilization. The only place nearby is a Walmart, 24-hour Walmart. So we go to the Walmart, and all they had was a $10 karaoke mic. So we're like, well, fuck it. We'll buy it, and we'll see. And, okay. Okay, thanks, Michon. So we get it. Of course, it sounds like a $10 karaoke mic, when we hook it up. I'm like, this thing sounds like shit. So I feel terrible, right? Because Port had blocked off the whole night. And we were going to record. And I go, yo, man. I go, how fast can you write rhymes? And he's like, pretty fucking fast. I'm like, I tell you what. I'm going to make some really lo-fi, grungy, gritty beats. I'm going to make 5 songs. When I make the beat, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes per beat so that I'm not working on beats all night. 15 minutes per beat. When I finish the beat, I'll give it to you and you start writing. And that's what we did. And we put together, and then while he was writing and I finished the beats, then I started writing my verses. And we did this project we called it Spanglish, because each song, the titles aren't really titles. 1 uno, 2 dos, 3 tres, 4 cuatro. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we did this thing called, and we recorded it, and
I went to sleep, and the next day I mixed it, and the shit was done in 24 hours. And we put it out on the 4th of July in 2006. And so, in honor of its 20th anniversary, I did a special release on Spit Slam. It's out now on digital. First time on streaming and whatnot. And we had planned on doing other stuff. Like we were going to do an instrumental version of it. And we were going to do a remix version. We had some remixes done. And we just never put those out for whatever reason. So everything Spanglish, everything that we did is on here for its 20th anniversary. And like I said, it's a fun little project. Just, cool shit. And check it out. It'll only cost you your time. And then, next week come back on and say, yeah, C-Doc, I heard your shit. It was awful. Or you're like, yo, man, that shit was dope. So it's one of my favorite projects because it was just fun. And it was kind of cool how fast it came together. That was the cool thing. Like, it's dope and it came together like we didn't have to think about it. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
That it kind of reminds me last week when Chrome was talking about his project. The
24-hour thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly. I was and I think this came out last week or just came out recently when I forgot to promote it. So oh well. That's all right. Our guest will be here shortly, by the way. So
speaking of promotion, you have a new movie out that I watched.
Yes. Yeah.
As I tell you, it's funny because, when I finally get a chance to watch one of your movies,
yeah,
I'm watching it because I'm telling you the parts, like I'm telling you the parts that I really like. So,
yeah,
when you're like, you gotcha, but it's one of my favorites is Hayward Flex. So, and I won't give away but the one that we talked about when his spot, but
yep.
Yeah, good movie, man. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I watched it with my brother. He enjoyed it. Then I was with one of my cousins. We were telling him, yo, you got to watch C-Doc's new movie, Black Men Don't Cheat #3. And he's like, all right, I'm going to check it out. So I've been telling people.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So Black Men Don't Cheat 3 just hit Tubi recently. It's been done for a while. We just been waiting for it to come out. So, but yeah, it just hit Tubi and was #1 it was most popular on Tubi there for a minute. So,
okay,
yeah, which
That's
was
good.
cool. So if you haven't seen it yet, let's get it back there. If you have seen it, just turn it on your TV and walk away. Or watch it again.
Or go watch 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that would be great too. That would be fantastic, actually.
Get caught up.
Yep, get caught up. And what's funny is people can't. So I'm gonna talk about this real quick, just to have it on record. When we did the first movie, we had no idea that it was going to be the success that it was.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't planning on doing sequels, but
Right.
it became our most popular movie. And I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but something happens in the movie, so you're like, wait, how can there be a sequel, right? So because of that, part 2 is actually a prequel. It goes back to the beginning of the story. And then, I guess some people have been slightly confused because they're like, wait, how's there part 3? Well, part 3 is just continuing on the story. And so, eventually, because we're also planning part 4. I don't know how many we're going to do, but eventually, we're going to get the story back to the first one. So it'll be one whole loop of a story. Right. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it happens. But yeah. So when you watch it, don't get confused. You
you know, it starts with 1, but then 2 goes back, and then 3 continues on, and it'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually really proud of 3. 3 was funny because it was we didn't think much of it. Like, you know, it was just like, oh, this is turning out well when we made it or whatever, and then we put it all together. I'm like, wow, this is really good.
Right.
You know? And it's not that I think any of my movies are bad per se. I think some of them are better than others, but you know, some of them work better than others. But I like 3 a lot. I think it came together really well. So, if I do say so myself.
Very entertaining. I watched the whole thing in one sitting. So I didn't.
Oh, excellent.
So I was riveted. Like, all right, you know, I'm gonna watch this. So
Excellent.
good work, my man. Good work.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one scene you were talking about with the on the street or whatever. Yo, you know what's funny about that too? So without giving out too much away, a fight breaks out, a bar fight, and it starts in the bar and it spills out in the street. Somebody called the cops on us because they thought it was a real fight.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was like I'm almost positive that was the last scene we shot. We might have did a pickup after that. I think maybe possibly I don't quite remember, but that was like the very last scene we did, and then the cop showed up right as we were like literally right as we were finishing the last shots, and yeah, somewhere on my Instagram, my David C. Snyder, the film account, there's footage of the cops, and they're all like, oh, okay. Yeah, they showed up and they see the camera and everything, and they're like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, somebody called and said there was a fight. I'm like, well, that's good. That's realistic.
Yeah, they thought. Yeah.
You know.
What's going on here?
So.
Yeah.
Funny shit.
But good movies. Good movies. Good movies.
Thank you. I was gonna ask you, do you remember when you first heard the Nonce?
Yes. I first heard the Nonce. So I think I've said it before. My brother used to send me tapes from the Wake Up Show. And he sent me one of the Wake Up Show tapes, and it had 85 on it.
Ah, word.
And so I was like, what's this? Like, you know what I mean? It, you know, those hard drums, but that melodic, like, in the heavy bass, the sample. I'm like, what is this? It's 85, yo. And I was like, and so I don't know if they said it was the Nonce or I knew it was the Nonce, but then obviously when mixtapes came out and then it had the video or was it mixtapes? Or, I think mixtapes came out first, then Bus Stops, right?
Yeah, mixtapes was before.
Yeah,
Bus Stops,
so when mixtapes came out, like the video was everywhere, and actually, matter of fact, no. Let me even go back. I think I heard of them. I didn't hear them, but I heard of them because my brother also used to send me Herb magazine.
Oh,
and so I would hear about all these LA, particularly LA groups, like, Good Life adjacent groups, Medusa, Freestyle Fellowship, Ganja K, like all these people that I didn't know about being on the East Coast. So then I sought those people out. So, but the first time hearing it was on the Wake Up Show.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
My homie Tirade he bought World Ultimate, and he brought it home because he was working at Best Buy, so he'd get, he had the discount, and he was just buying every CD that came out pretty much. And when I saw the cover, I was like, wow, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, he's like, oh, they're from the West Coast, so I'm thinking it's gangster shit.
Right.
And then I finally, he's like, yeah, check out this mixtape joint, and he played it for me. I'm like, oh wow, these guys are ill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, because it had its own, it was jazzy, but it had its own sound and vibe to it. So that was cool. I immediately like gravitated towards them, and then started collecting some of the other stuff later on. So
Yeah, it was. So I think, like I said, I've said it plenty of times on here, and if when Sach gets on here, I'll probably not that he cares, but um, being from the East Coast, there was a time that I was very kind of bored with East Coast hip hop, and it was this time. It was like '94 ish,
Yeah.
90. There was a lot of like Onyx imitators and everybody with the
Yep.
rap hands, and there was like it seemed like the freshest stuff was coming from the West Coast, and so I totally gravitated to all that. I mean, I had always been listening to West Coast hip hop. It wasn't anything new,
Right.
but it felt like something was brewing over there, being over here. Like something's going on over there that I need to get privy to, and
Yeah.
so getting up on all that, reading the magazine, the Herb magazine, and reading about the Good Life people. Like I said, my brother sending me magazines. My brother actually went to the Good Life, and
Wow.
like just all that type of stuff. He would tell me all this stuff, like, "Yo, there's this thing going on out here," and so I had, being even, in the East Coast, I had I felt like I was a part of it, or at least had my finger on the pulse of
Yeah.
what was happening. So, and the Nonce were a huge part of that, a huge part of that. So, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's dope. Go ahead.
No, it's just World Ultimate is one of those. It's a classic. I mean,
Yeah.
undisputed, but it's one of those. It's one of those records. It's up there with me. It's kind of like for me, I like Critical Beatdown, Ultramagnetic, like Paul's Boutique, Beastie Boys. It Takes a Nation of Millions. It's one of those records. Like all the words by heart. You put it on every once in a while, and it's it by heart, but it almost feels like it's the first time you listen to it again because you're
Yeah.
like, you know, it's when you Keep It On comes on and you're like,
Oh.
it's
Yo, man.
it's
Keep It On is probably my favorite song on the record.
it's
When
just
when that shit drops, it's like, oh god.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and ah, dude, and I think of oh man, it's like it's one of those perfect albums to me too.
Yeah. No
Like
skips.
yeah, there's no skips.
Nope.
It's no skips.
There's
Like
no skips.
it's no skips. It's so good, man. It's the album is just so good,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's it's like one of the when you have two MCs, so you have Sev, you got Satch. There's a variance, slight variance in their style, but their voices are different. So you know who's on the mic. Some
Yeah.
groups. There's some groups when they get on, there might be a couple people like I don't know who's who. Like,
Yes, that is very true.
like
That
I
is true.
I come from when I was a kid, and one thing I used to love. I love about Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Everybody got on and said their name. They said their zodiac sign, so you couldn't see them. There were no magazines, so you kind of figured in your, you know, that's Melly Mel, that's Kid Creole, that's Cowboy, that's Raheem. You know what I mean? Like that's Flash, that's that's Scorpio
Yeah.
or Mr. Ness, depending on when you start listening to Grandmaster
Yeah,
Flash
right.
and Furious Five. But
Right.
but they all said their names, so you knew their names. So I hated when groups as went on when people didn't say their names. I hated that. Like, bro, there's 75 people in this group, and I don't know who you are, and you sound like the dude that just went before you.
Right.
So
Yep.
I really liked. I always liked groups who had like their voices were different, so you could say like, oh, that's this one, that's this one, and
Yeah.
and they told you who they were.
Yep. And these guys complement each other.
Oh,
Too.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. Complement each other so well.
absolutely. It's yeah. What did he say? Rambo? Yeah, but it's one of those it's one of those classic albums that like you can put on World Ultimate anytime and just and listen. I tell people if anybody in here or if you're watching the replay, if you've never heard World Ultimate, listen, go listen to that album. It's a great album.
Yeah.
Great album.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Hoods like to play my show, you know. You know,
People hit the flow.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got two joints. I got this one. So this is the OG. Actually, it's a promo too. I don't remember where I got it, but and then I got this. This one is a Japanese pressing. World Ultimate Anthology. It's called. I don't know.
World Ultimate.
And then it's got bonus tracks on it. So, which is why I got it. Yeah, which got some cool stuff that showed up elsewhere too.
Like the advanced regression stuff, or
yeah, like a couple of those. Bus Stop remix. The Greatest MCs is on it. I'm not sure why, but yeah. And then of course, when was the site? 98 was the site of things. So,
bro, listen. I got it, yo. Bro, hold on. Like, the what's the song? I always say the Roots song, not Things Fall Apart, but Who Falls Apart? Who falls apart?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bro,
That joint.
that song is so good. I remember what was it? Was it the Bus Stop? It was the B-side, the Bus Stops.
It's on the Bus Stops 12-inch, yeah.
But the one that was on the 12-inch, like I had the black, I had the black cassette. Like it was, I remember it was, yeah. But that version,
yeah,
dude. We gotta get Satch on here because one of the things about that song is the scratching at the end. Like the Slick Rick, dude.
Yep.
Like there's certain songs where the scratching is perfect on a song, and it doesn't have to be like that.
Right.
Dude, it's perfect. It's
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. That joint is crazy ill joint.
Yeah, it's woo.
And it's funny too because I didn't get that 12-inch when it came out. I didn't get it till later. So the first time I heard that song was when the other version showed up on the site of things, and I was like, "Oh my god, this joint is dope!" And then, as I was building my Nonce collection, thanks to eBay and whatnot, and then I got that, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is like." It's almost like a more lo-fi, version.
So you heard the other version first.
First, yeah.
See, what was crazy is I had the original. Well, I mean, I guess he could tell us whatever is original, whatever. But
yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be original because you can hear they redid the vocals. But
Right.
I remember that version, and I was just like, because what they were saying at that time was like what was happening. Like EPMD broke up, and there was like they made me thinking like old groups that I like, and they were like, it's like the same kind of heartbreak and how they felt is like how I felt. Like they're expressing it in a song, and I'm like, yo, this is great. And so I heard that version, and then when I later heard the other version, I'm like, oh, what's this? Like, no, I like the original version because, like you said, lo-fi. Like it's just dirty. Like it's, Like,
it's grungier for sure.
I used to get in my car and I used to just take that tape and just play that over and over.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
Falls Apart, because ding, 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 and then you hear the drums that come. I'm like, the sound was it was ahead of itself. Like, somebody could do that now, but I'm like, they were doing that back then. Like, that sound was something different, man.
I'm trying to think. I think I have. Do I have the tape? Wait a minute. Now you got me wondering.
Yeah, I remember I got that black tape somewhere. Damn, I used to be upset and just sweat some Jane for a cold 7 digits. I love that song. Dude, I love that song.
Oh, you know what? I bet you it's in the single box.
Still
up there,
raiding
so.
Pop's old crates. Found this. Slowed it down and mixed it with that. Yo, that.
Crazy.
Yo, dude,
crazy.
that song is so dope. Oh, it's so dope.
Yep.
So dope.
That joint is crazy. Because of that, a lot of groups fell apart.
Egos aside have changed course. Think about your favorite cruises. No, if you hear me, think of that song is so dope, man. It's so dope. I love that song. Like, that's
Yep.
like, that's one of those, like, I never put any list together, but there's like a top, like a singles 25, 50. That song's going in there for me. Like, that's.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's a song that's been on repeat for like 30 years.
Yeah, I played the single version on the. So I had to do my. If you didn't get to check it out, I did a quick mix for the mixtape on Sunday, and so yeah, I put the single version on there because had to rep that version.
Dude. Man.
Dope shit.
Can you give me a
Dope shit.
second?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me ask the chat. You guys in the chat, when did you guys first hear the Nonce? Hopefully Satch was able to make it. But yeah, put it in the chat. Let me know when you guys first heard the Nonce and what kind of impression they made on you. Because this is that era where there was I'm guessing, right? This is my guess that they were signed to a label called Wild West, and evidently Wild West, when World Ultimate came out, it looks like they got distro through Rick Rubin's American Records. So I think that's what really helped push this album out, because they had the Rick Rubin machine behind them, and so we were getting albums like that over here on our side of the pond.
Yeah, I remember, because I'm thinking I remember they were, and I remember Quest the Mad Lad.
Yes.
He was on
American.
I guess American. Like, they're Wild West American, or
Yeah, Wild West American.
yeah.
I don't remember. Now I gotta look. 94 is the first time you heard him. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to remember if there were who else was on Wild West. Oh, Superb.
Yeah.
And the Mexicans.
It acts like green. Oh, so superb.
Yep. Vel Bacardi. I don't know that one.
I know the name, but I got music.
Okay. I'm
Matter
gonna
of
have to check
fact,
that out. And Kinfolk, Each and Every Day from 1996.
see, now all this stuff is coming together, because, like, the timeline. I'm trying to put the timeline, because I can't. That album came out in 94, right? Or 95?
95, I think.
Okay. Because I think
by the time it came out, the mixtapes was out in 94 though.
Right, but the album came out in 95, and I'm trying to think what came. Key Cool and Rapmatic came out in 96, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So I heard Rest in Peace, Mean Green. I heard Mean Green on that record first, on the Nonce.
Oh, okay.
And then I heard when they had, and that and it's crazy. I mean, I'm this whole West Coast thing, but the only time like the whole Western Hemisphere showed up was on that, the Kiku and Rhythmatic song.
Yeah.
So Mean Green, Voodoo, Razkaz, but I first heard Mean Green on the Nonce album.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Wow.
And then, have you ever heard Ganja K's album? I think it's called what? World Harvest.
Harvest for the World.
Harvest for the World. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know if it was Sach and Yusef, but there's like beats from them on that record too. So like,
Yep.
see, this is what I was on, man. I was on when I was like, the precious stuff is coming from the West Coast.
You want to know? And I put it in the mix. It's the only non-Nonce Sach record that's in the mix. But one of my favorite fucking songs that they produced is AC Alone's All Balls Don't Bounce. Yo, that beat is nasty. Nasty.
Dude. Okay. What my favorite song on that AC Alone album is? You know the song No Knots?
Yeah.
Dude. That song is ridiculous. It's like it's AC Alone, Mike and I, and Abstract Rude.
Yep.
The songs
Yeah.
Yo.
I haven't listened to that album in a long time. I
Dude.
need to revisit it. Definitely.
Over to the party, see my man Ganja K. Something. He said, "What up, Double A?" Yo, dude. Let me tell you something. DC got me just reminiscing. I remember it was my birthday, and there was this thing. I think it was NBA 2K7, and they had a tour. It was called the Cali Com Tour, and they were doing a show, and they were coming through Philly, and I saw that AC Alone. They was billed as Coup d'etat, and it was AC Alone, Abstract Rude, and Mike and I. And I was like, bro, I bought them tickets. My girlfriend at the time, I told her, yo, this is my birthday present. I'm going to see these dudes. So I had to, because actually I did. Did I see? I saw them in LA, I think years later. But at that time, if they're coming to the East Coast at Philly, I gotta see them.
Right.
Dude, I was screaming. And it was Philly, so some people know whatever. Dude, I was screaming my ass off. I was like, bro. I was just so happy they were in the city, and I was like, yo, like these are my bro. Yo, I remember we was talking to Daddy-O, and we were talking about people who were like, not like a thing, but who were the best MCs. And obviously, he's worked with Freestyle Fellowship.
Yeah.
And so I was like, them. He's like, no. He said, there's something else. He's like, they're not even in this conversation. He's like, these people are worldly. They're otherworldly. I feel this, dude.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Like,
they are on a whole other plane of existence.
Bro, I remember. So I didn't get. I didn't hear To Whom It May Concern first.
No, either did I.
I heard the Inner City Griots album.
Yep. And I didn't hear it until years after it came out. So
I was waiting for this album to come out because this is when I was reading the magazines and I'm like Freestyle Fellowship. So whenever that tape came out, bought that tape, and I think it was great for me because it was being an MC. It was an MC's album. Like, I mean, there were songs. It was great, but if you're an MC, you get what they're doing because I can't do what Freestyle Fellowship does. Like nobody can.
No,
that's like something different. So you're just watching these dudes and listening to them like, yo, how does Peace make his voice go like, yo, how does Self Jupiter say all this crazy stuff? And like microphone Mike is something different, and then like
Yeah.
AC Alone's probably the one that's the closest down to earth.
Yeah.
But he's as ill as them. Like, but I'm
Yeah.
like, how is
crazy.
this? How is this four groups, like four dudes that are this crazy? Like,
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Those guys are ridiculous. That album is ridiculous.
oh man, dope. I remember. No, I'm sorry, dude. You just going.
No, go ahead, please.
Because this is my time. Like,
Yeah.
this is I love this West Coast stuff. So like, I remember they had what was the song? The popcorn. Was it hot potato? Hot potato.
Yep.
Hot potato. But there was a hot potato remix.
Oh, I've never heard that.
What? What?
Yeah, I never heard the remix. I only know the OG. I know the original version.
Dude,
Wow, I gotta look that up. Who did the remix?
I don't know. Fat Jack. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking, oh, Fat Jack. Dude. But it's just like it's just as dope, but it's a different vibe. Like, let's get this to bang. Show gets ripped again and around. How did they do that? Like, how did yo?
Let me look and see.
Like, I love, rest in peace, Ganja K. I love when he comes in on this song. Like, he
Ganja
just,
K was ill.
oh my God.
He was ill.
How do you have these, oh my God, these dudes were too freaking dope.
Yeah, man. Ganja K was ill. All those guys are ill.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, it was like, they were so far ahead of their time.
Oh. I remember, what was the song on that? Oh. What's the first song? And you don't stop.
Oh, is it the, wait, hang on, before we get into that. Is it the blow up version? Is that it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
The blow up edit. It's called the blow up edit.
Yeah, blow up edit, yeah.
Yeah.
Remixed by the Earthquake Brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
So with our former guest JMD. So
Yeah. Yo, remember when JMD was on here and he was saying when they went to New York, and he was saying like they were doing their thing, and then the New York people weren't feeling them, and he said like Peace went out there and was like, because they were throwing stuff, he was like, I'm Peace, and he's like, I'm from the land where the Bloods and the Crips play, and if one of y'all motherfuckers stole and he said he brought the hand down and they just went at it like bananas. And I could, dude, if anybody's ever seen that documentary, This Is the Life,
oh man,
by
great,
Ava
great
DuVernay,
film. Yep.
dude, there's dude, it's
Fantastic.
yeah, oh my God.
Fantastic fucking movie.
Listen, I will denounce everything East Coast for that time in hip hop like that. Yo, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, you were asking the first song, Bullies of the Block? Is that what you wanted to talk about?
Yo. It has, what is that? It's a Bootsy sample for the chorus. When you give it all that you got.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the fun. My name is like a back and I will survive. Yo, that dude, dude, so good. It's so good. It's so good.
That record didn't sound like anything else at the time.
No, it still sounds like nothing now.
It still doesn't. Yeah, you're
Nothing.
Right. It still doesn't sound like anything. Yeah.
You can't. They're like, yo, the best rappers on the planet. Like, I'm not mad at them. If you said that,
Yeah.
like, there's certain people, yo, I'm the best rapper. I'm like, you can't beat them dudes.
No.
None of them. None
Not
of
a
them.
chance.
You can't beat none of them.
Yeah.
it's four of them. You can't beat none of them.
Yeah. You can't beat any of them individually, and then you can't even hold a candle if they're together.
Listen, and we're not talking about how much
Forget it.
money you got, how much people you shot. We're just talking about rhymes, flows. You're not beating these dudes.
Yep.
We're just talking about rhyming. You're not
Yep.
beating these dudes. Not at
Yep.
all.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I
in
put my
hell.
money on anybody. Any of them. I put my money on any of them. Seriously.
Yep. Just that good. That was a crazy dope time, man. Just like, yeah, I didn't find out about a lot of it until later because I didn't get the Herb magazines until Herb became like a thing, you know, and you could get it in the store. So like, you know, I'm getting Far Side and Far Side came out in Delicious Vinyl and you know, and then the Nonce but it's mostly I'm thinking West Coast is primarily the gangster stuff, and like I wasn't hip until later on to this whole other movement of lyricists and just crazy incredible music that was coming out. Not to say that the gangster shit wasn't dope too, because some of that stuff was great, but this stuff was a whole other level, man.
Dude. And then when I bought Volume 10's album,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sunbeams, Night Side Dreams,
Dreams.
taking it easy. People over there smoking a green. Bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Pistol. Yeah, everybody goes back to Pistol Grip. Yeah, I love that song.
Sure, of course.
But there's like, yo, Knock Out Your Skull, Harder Than All Your, like, yo, Sunbeams was my joint.
Sunbeams is crazy.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, I love Sunbeams.
There's just, oh man, those are good times, bro. I'm telling you, I remember I went to the record store and I had heard about Sin before, but this was the first I saw Medusa. She was on Good Vibes. She had like a single.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bro, it was on vinyl. You put the thing on. You better be a fruit. I said, this is, dude, crazy. I'm like, what is in the water over there? Like, these dudes are the dopest people. It's crazy.
Yeah. The Good Life, that whole movement and group and all those guys, they were really guys and gals not afraid to push the envelope.
Yeah.
Continue to push the envelope.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you said that because it's like we had, so if we're coming off of, let's just say for me, let's see, like early on for me, Ultramagnetic pushed the envelope.
Right.
Then De La continues pushing the envelope. When the Beastie Boys dropped Paul's Boutique, they pushed the envelope.
Right.
So, I see somebody's here.
Yeah. See if you got a few minutes to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Sach Ill Pages.
Peace.
Yo, what's up, sir?
What's up, everybody?
What's happening, brother?
Chilling.
How are you?
Good.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, my pleasure.
I hope you like my bootleg Nonce shirt I got on.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
If you ever sell them, let me know. I'll buy an official one, but I had to make one because
No, that's what I would do. That's
yeah, got to do it. So, so there's I was trying to get more information, but you can fill us in on the details. There's a book coming out that you were mentioned in. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
He's got it.
Have to bust it out on you like that. Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
Beat makers of LA underground hip hop. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Woo.
Look, it is all right. First, I thought it was just me, right? Like when I started reading it,
Okay.
I thought it was just because I I helped with it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, as far as like like Fat Jack's interview or whatever. But I'm reading, I get choked up, I be laughing, I'll be like my heart be racing,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's just because I'm just too close to the book, like so.
Yeah.
I'm just in love with it or something like that, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
I set it aside. I'm on the bus, just reading, and the same feelings just kept coming back, and I kept being like, "Oh man, if anybody really reads this, if you really read it, you're gonna fall in love with it." And I was reading JMD's story, dude. Oh man, it's so dope. Just because it starts him off as a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna give it away. You're gonna have to read them, but man, they're beautiful.
Yeah, we were just talking about JMD, so he's been on the show before, so shout out to JMD. Yeah.
Hey, Seth, let me just say, before you got here, listen, I just got to say this. I'm from New Jersey. One of my favorite hip hop times, because I was sick and bored of the stuff on the East Coast, was that early 90s stuff from the West Coast. So if you ever get a chance to go back and listen to what we were saying before you got on, because my brother used to live out there in LA. So he would pick up the Herb magazines. We used to get them, on the street. He'd mail them to me. It was when the Wake Up Show started broadcasting on the beat. So he would record the shows and send them to me. So the first time I heard y'all was like Wake Up Show playing like 85. So like, yo, what's this? So for the time we've been on here, I've been waxing poetic about everybody that was at the Good Life and this, that. So brother, just thank you for being here, man. We're big fans.
Pleasure.
Big fans. Yeah.
Satch, how did you get into hip hop? What was the gateway to it? What got you into the music?
Well, first I admired it as a little kid, like what I was exposed to, which was like Sugar Hill, Rapper's Delight, Curtis Blow. Those were like the first technical rap records that I owned and I had.
Yeah.
Then it was kind of like a pause, like or a break in between those raps, and then came like electronic beat music, like kind of like in between there, and then a resurgence to me like a rap. But it was just how it was just coming out or getting to us, and just hearing those raps. I don't know. I didn't think I could do it until it was like a challenge or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's actually really what got me in there, was like a ego battle challenge kind of thing. Somebody asked me. His name was George. He was in the 6th grade. I remember sitting in the 6th grade. He said, Egyptian Lover was better than Run DMC. All right. I don't know why I chose, Run DMC like that. I was like, I was adamant. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Egyptian Lover though. I like Egyptian Lover. But that was on that electric side a little bit. He had a couple rap, like beat rap, whatever, but I was like, nah, Run DMC. And then we just kept going back and forth. And my ego just said like something like I could rap better than Egyptian Lover. I didn't mean it. I just said it, like just trying to make my point. Right. and he did me a prove it. And I said, all right, tomorrow.
Oh,
And I went home and I tried to write a rap. I wrote a rap. I did write one. I wrote it. It was so subpar. But I went downstairs to ask my teenage neighbor. I wasn't even a teen yet. I was I was probably like 12, 11, something like that. And I asked her to listen to it, and she said, "Oh yeah," she hyped me up. She was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah," and that's how I went to school. I went to school with that energy she gave me, and I busted my little rap, and he gave me that, and that was it. That was just the beginning of how I started rapping. It was like that. I don't know if that didn't happen. Like would I had really took that step ever.
Right.
At that, it was so many rappers coming out. I don't know if I would have been like trying to get up and I would have just observed probably. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
challenge. So that's how I started rapping, and then I got real serious. The next year, you know what I'm saying? Like that was 6th grade. 7th grade, I was like, like in between that time, like Beat Street came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time 7th grade hit, I'm like almost formed. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like growing b-boy arms, and you know what I'm saying, I'm turning into the person, like the MC. I'm starting to discern,
Yeah.
And then it was like a kind of like a weird time in LA. There were pockets, and they were like talked about, but you couldn't kind of find them. It was like where people could rhyme, like where it's a battle or something. You hear about it, but it was not like we had internet or anything like that. You had to happen upon or know, what I'm saying, where. So I spent a lot of time looking for like other rappers, like they weren't just all around me. Like eventually it happened like that. It was like so many. I say so many. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, they were great. They were like, like damn dinosaurs right now. Like, oh, it used to be great MCs that walked the land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no deals, no nothing, just bust a rhyme on you, like, and you just be like a herd of Micah Nines, but not Micah Nine. You know what I'm saying? Like all different kinds, but like these fools never came out. You never we just heard them on the street or at the, in a cipher or something like that. Like I witnessed some, but there was way more than I got to see. So for a minute, I thought I was the only one. So that was great for my ego. I couldn't find another MC for a minute. I couldn't find it was just me, until, I'm saying, like, wherever an MC was, we would attract, I'm saying, we would come together somehow. And I can't even imagine being an MC, like starting to be an MC right now, man. We had rhymes, we had so many like different kind of rhymes, different kind of style, dude, like just to think about that. A friend of mine was telling me, I didn't remember this, but apparently in high school, I directed the ciphers. I didn't recall this at all. I was like, what? He said, yeah, man, you know what you would do? You would come, you would have everybody bust their rhymes in the morning so you could see if it was good, if it was good enough for the cipher at lunch. Then I would critique them and tell them to go back, or just do another rhyme or whatever. But only thing I remember is that we used to do it in the hall on the stairs on the flat. Like it's a it's a
Yeah.
it's a staircase, and then it's a flat, and then it's like another stair. We be on that flat and the echo, like we have beatbox, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember all that, but I don't I don't remember telling fools like, nah, dude, like you can't. Maybe it was probably it might have just been some MC I really didn't respect. Maybe that was what that was, because I don't remember being being
Being in charge like that.
but he was for sure. When he was telling me the story, I had no doubt. I was like, yeah, it kind of sound like in here, not like, like out of my mouth. Like, I
Right.
might really think like that, but I don't, be trying. But damn, so I guess I've been a producer,
Wow.
for a long time.
What Jennifer wanted to know what high school you went to.
I went to El Camino Real in Woodland Hills.
Hey, Doc, I got to say this.
Yeah.
So Satch, you would know this, but I got my page on Instagram, Ultramax7. So I do these little video edits. I take movies, commercials, and different things and put them together to songs that I love. So I did 85, right? But I use the pieces from, you're blowing my mind right now. I use the pieces from Crush Groove when the Fat Boys are on the steps on that flat. That's what I use for 85. So you're saying that, like, I'm like, yo, he's blowing. That's why I'm bugging when you see my face, because I'm like, when it starts, that's what I was using for 85. So I'm like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
That's
It's
dope.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When,
So I basically, to this day, am still, I think like that. That's how I have my Afflatus recording boutique. Is a little outside of the box
Yeah.
record label / it's like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say record label in it. It's like it's Afflatus recording boutique. So I'm all, I can do all kind of media that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you can say my company's name with like a certain type of prestige, right? Just because it's not, it's not like Kill 'Em All Records, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that thing. It sounds like, something else. It means to divine knowledge through song.
Wow.
So that's, and
Dope.
that's how I directed, my energy into that thing. And I do, I release like all my music out of it, and I haven't released anyone else, but I'm going to by the end of the year, because I need you to be on the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I found like, kind of like being solo, like directing it the way I really want is the way I see it. Now I'm about to expand that, you know what I'm saying, to some other beat makers and MCs, and we're about to do a incredible thing. I think before the end of the year, it's gonna be a nice, dope project.
Okay. Word. Yeah. Ben Grimm was in the comments and mentioned you guys are working.
Oh
on
yeah, I'm
something.
working with Ben too. I sent him some beats. I made some special beats for him. He's got dope beats too.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
word.
Doc,
Yeah.
I gotta ask this because we have him here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've had Akil before from Jurassic 5 on, and so I asked him about iFresh. But can
Mhm.
you tell us about iFresh? Because I first heard about it from your rhymes. It makes it. Can you tell us about iFresh?
Yeah. So this was done in Lamert Park. Still at the same location, at the actual location that Project Blow was done in.
Mm-hmm.
Same person, Ben Caldwell.
Okay.
So I believe we did it on Thursdays. I think it was a Thursday. I don't it could have been a Friday, but I think we did it on Thursdays. So every Thursday. So Ben had technology that this is like what 88. Yeah, this is like 88, 89. He had like all this technology, and he was using it to like kind of teach the kids about things and how to like. I'm a movie maker. Like he's a filmmaker, so like, you want to be a filmmaker? I'll show you. Like from the start, from the top. He show you. Well, anyway, so some people were interested in the camera. Some people were interested in stage presence for their performance. So what he did was he had a stage and he had like a camera. All right, and some days we would work on our stage presence, right? And so that means you was going to get up on stage, and we are like the audience, and we're gonna react to your performance or critique it, and it could be hard. Like everybody was honest though. It wasn't like trying to clown you or nothing like that. But it was. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was whack, you was gonna get told how it was whack or what you could do to improve it or whatever, something like that. And then sometimes if it was just dope, it was just dope. So we get up in front of this camera and we do routines, and we just start perfecting this way of practicing. Anyway, so he films all this. Different cameras, different setups. So we're really being groomed for a movie. Do y'all know about that? Do y'all know about the movie?
Akil said something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an iFresh movie. And inside the iFresh movie is iFresh, which is like a entity like a Soul Train or something like that, right? And one of the dancers, or two of the dancers, have a romantic interest outside of dancing on iFresh. We were iFresh. We were the Soul Train, but it was rap, hip hop.
Gotcha.
That's what ultimately the vision of the thing was, I think. You know what I'm saying? But we did all of these steps of learning how to be on stage and so basically we got taught how to be that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That the thing that we were actually looking at on videos and we didn't even know we were being trained to do that.
Wow.
Ganja K, he was Pee Wee Jam. He was part of it too. I was part of it. We all got this. So look, this is so crazy. I had a crazy epiphany. All right, so fast forward a little further in iFresh. Now we go to different cable stations. The different cable stations, one was called Heritage. I think that was in Compton, and then there was one in Inglewood. Two cable stations, and this is back when you could book a room with a camera and do a show. You could just straight go do it. Y'all like how doing this show we could it would be broadcast on channel 27 or something on the UHF, but it's or some channel on the cable, but it'll be on there. It'll be on there. All right. So we're doing iFresh. We're doing performances, the whole thing, right? At these cable shows or stations. I had no clue they were being broadcast. Zero clue. I didn't know. I had no idea. I mean, I'm saying I did not. I thought we were practicing. I thought we were, or it was getting a film recorded, but not right. So I'm with my cousin. I go visit him. He lives in Compton. I'm just, I'm just a kid. 5 kids run up. Hey, I know you. And I'm like, nah, y'all don't know me. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? For real, like y'all don't know. I seen you before. Over and over again, over and over again, where I was like, it must be somebody that really looked like me somewhere. Like really, it was me. It was iFresh. They was watching iFresh.
Wow.
They was watching it. Dude, I was like, damn, I could have I could have did a whole different thing. I'm telling you, people out, and I was like, you was like, what are you talking about? Like, I see, they never say I seen you rapping. They would never just say the thing where I could tie it together.
Right, figure it out.
They would just be like, I seen you before, like I know you, that's about as far as it. And then I realized that that's what it was. They was seeing us,
Wow. That's crazy.
You were famous, you didn't even know it.
Yeah, I didn't even know it, man. Like,
Varys Tower wanted to know the story of Leimert Park.
Leimert Park?
Yeah.
Well, that's where iFresh and Project Blow took place. It's like a park, a small park, and the street is blocked off now so they can have festivals or whatever they want in this area.
Yeah.
Where the street used to be. Then there's some storefronts. Chaos Network is right there on the corner. There's a gallery. There's all kind of things, and then they have every weekend they have a whole market take over the whole Leimert Park. It's dope.
Wow.
I used to, when I would come to Leimert Park to go to iFresh, which was my really only reason for being in Leimert Park was but at that young age, I knew it was something special about that area.
Right.
Like I knew it. I mean, when I say special, like you could just feel it. You can just, it's I guess it's like that where you just be like for rap and for any, like for haircuts, for it was just the focal point somehow, right? And it was just cool. It's just like I can't explain it, but I can in a way. So I knew, I was like, maybe it was like this is me, like, when I'm going to iFresh and we having all these ciphers under the Vision Theater. So it's like outside of iFresh is the Vision Theater, and it has like, how you walk and it has like where the Vision symbol come down. It's like an overhang over this whole area before you get to the double doors.
Yep.
That thing echoed like crazy. We was under there making cuts, like, that was the spot. You hear me? Because it was a million times better than that hall. It had acoustic right there, like, and we would use it. We would be right over there, like we wouldn't even be in front of iFresh. We'd be right next to iFresh, doing under there. Anyway, so many incredible moments I had there that I was like, man, this must be like an Indian burial ground, Native American burial ground under here or something. It's something, I feel it. I feel something here in Leimert Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this is where like the conspiracy part comes in. I was working as a tech support for a big internet company. And we had 2 monitors on our desk, and one was you could get the internet, and one was a database. So help people connect, whatever. But after a minute, you don't need to use that monitor because you just know everything. I tell you, click on this, open that, whatever. I'm doing something else. You know, so I'm surfing all day, you know, on the web looking for cool shit. And I found this thing about ley lines. So the ley lines, they're like connected all around the world, and they're like energy kind of points or whatever. And I swear I found a map, and the vision theater point was one. And I was like, I knew it. Dropped the mic, bam. I knew it was something special, right? I knew it was something special. Bet you can't find that now. It's like I'm just saying it like I found it, and they was like, delete, like let's remove this from delete. I went back trying to find it to show somebody. It was like, no, but I seen it. So I'm telling you guys.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Ley line goes right through Lemur Park, right through where that vision point is. It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
That point. They didn't have to put that. They have to put that point on there. They didn't have to call it the Vision Theater. They did not have to. It could have been, you know, Mr. Jones.
Yep.
I'm just saying. It's you know, so it's a special place.
Wow.
Vashon wanted to know if you remember the dancers from Majestic Movements.
Oh. Kinda. I'm like I'm I was trying to remember. All I can see is fucking creepers. That's the only thing I can remember is some creepers. Right? Wait.
Well, Vashon, not the answer you were looking for, I don't think. But.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's them. You know, it's so much stuff in this thing. I have to go back, but I think I might be right, but I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, when did you meet Yusef?
I met Yusef at El Camino. I was in the 9th grade. He was in the 10th grade. And we hung out like at school maybe like the second semester. And then like when summer hit, we was like, oh, we gotta kick it. You know, like we gotta just like that. Like just like we gotta hang out. Like we gotta, you know, whatever, be fresh with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's really what we was about. We was about trying to be fresh, getting girls, you know, like starting trends and things like that. We really, really liked that. We really loved that shit. Like wearing some shit that you might would have said that was bubblegum, but somehow we flip it into, and you gotta be like, all right, you know, that would have been whack, you know, any other time, but somehow y'all, you know, made it the thing, you know what I'm saying? So we would try to make things that weren't things. All right, so this is how the Nonce is born. This is really just an extension of that. That's all. We was like, you know, like, oh, you wear your hat like that. We wear our hat like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wear this like that. Like, we just had all kind of just different shit. And then we would go places and see if we could start them doing it and sit back and watch and see if, you know, if we started some shit or not. You know what I'm saying? We started a couple things, but it was really like, you know, that's just how we were. Then I was in Louisiana. I was visiting my sister, and I had just got this thesaurus. It was a dictionary thesaurus, a Webster. It was dope. hardcover, and I'm just looking for different words. So when I'm rhyming, I could have like just I could kill you. I could kill you with all the archaic type kind of words that mean what I want it to mean, but nobody uses that word. So, you know what I'm saying? That was like my like kind of thing. And then while doing that, I found the word the nonce. You know what I'm saying? It's just nonce. It just said nonce. To, you know, to make up words in the song. And I'm like, I'm all the way in Louisiana. Mom, can I use the calling card? You remember you used to have the Pacific Bell card. You have to put all the numbers in and shit to call long distance. So I'm calling my homeboy, and I'm like, yo, I got the name. It's the nonce. Nonce. He was like, all right. That was it. Like he didn't really care too much, but I was like, me to make up words in the song. And I think I have my 4-track with me, so I was like making beats out there, like couldn't wait to get back home, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how me and Yusef we had met like that. Then we hung out in the summer. Then through I guess like the next year, we started recording. He was a singer. He wasn't a rapper yet.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a dope singer, dope ass singer. And he can play all the instruments and play all the music and shit. He's one of those dudes, like a dealer. Like he can just do that. Like, you know, and we was like this, like, okay, if I get on, then I'm gonna bring you on. If you get on, you're gonna bring me on, like that. Like, you know, our fantasy, you know what I'm saying? And one day I had this beat, and I had a rhyme on it, and I was like, I just needed to hear somebody, you know, somebody else. I just needed to hear another human, you know what I'm saying, on this beat. And so I'm like, what's the rhyme on this? And he was like, all right, just like that. And he wrote a rhyme. And I was like, fuck, this motherfucker doper than me. God. You know, like honestly, like I was like, fuck, his first rhyme was killing me. I was like, all right. Then I'm making beats, right? Like, you know, beats.
Yeah, what equipment were you using?
We were using. Well, I was doing pause mixes.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even really have that much equipment yet. I was doing just pause mixes.
Yep.
But we went to Fedco one day. Y'all don't know about Fedco. It's like a precursor to like Target and Costco and all that stuff. We have a card to get up in there. All right, so we go with his mom, and you know, they got the pet special area, and then they got a like special electronic area, and they had a Yamaha keyboard over there, and we was looking at that shit. It had pads on it and everything. This is way early. And man, you know, I'm used to like my mom she called it the big bullshit. So like if I want something, you know what I'm saying, I'll convince your ass. So like she probably looked, you know, as an adult looking at this little talk, just trying to really sell me like, all right, you know, I usually get it. So I'm like, I'm chiming in. I'm trying to, you know, like he trying to sell it, and I'm chiming in like as best as I can. And I'm like, I think we convinced her, right? And then she was like, I'm gonna get it. But she just like waited just a little bit, right? Then she got it. She got the keyboard. She got the keyboard. She got the keyboard. She got the keyboard. This fool, he just go ham because it's already in him. He just have it all in him. So then he just start making like R&B, like it could have just went right on K-Day, right off of, and he's singing it. Like I'm telling you, it sounded like some like before Tony, and like, you know, Ready for the World meets Teddy Riley. That's what it sounded like. And we was just kids, but he could just do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, make a beat, because it was like R&B, right? It was like a real R&B. It wasn't like I kind of feel like I want to rap on it,
right?
And I just urged them to make a beat, and the beat. This is how I say this in the book. I say it all the time, but I don't care. It's the thing that showed me he was incredible, because I was just talking shit, and I said I want to rhyme over, you know, the Charlie Brown thing. I couldn't hum it or repeat it. I just knew, you know, what it was, right? I didn't have a record. He didn't have a record in front of him. I went to the store, and I came back, and he had the beat for the whole piano part, and I was like, because it was just what I wanted. You feel what I'm saying? It was just what I asked for. I asked for that, and he like made it, and I was just like, and then so like from that point, I was a little spoiled. I made several beats, like through the Nonce, like, you know, I made some of the classic ones, but Yusef's gift was pushing that thing. It was like a lot of, say, some of my suggestions how we sample, how we do the thing, but he could just do it like an assignment or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, listen to Crew Jam. That's a perfect example. Every element in Crew Jam I asked for. I said, this should do this, it should have this, it should sound like this, the break should go. I'm just talking, you know, I'm still not knowing the treasure I got right next to me. He was like, all right, here it is. Look, he's holding up two floppy disks. It took two disks to make Crew Jam, all them samples.
Oh, wow.
Like, here you go. And he was like, he played it for me, and I was like, all right. Now I ain't even fucking with beats right now. I'm like, I'm like, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. Your beats is the shit. I was in love with them. And then one day he wasn't able to be reached. Like went to Santa Barbara or something like that, like chilling for the weekend or something like that. And somebody was hounding for beats. Usually Yusef would just make the beats, and I just say, well, how to you know, conduct it, and he just make it, or he had a ton of beats his own, and we just pick some shit. But he had that sound, so it wasn't no need for me to, you know, I when I came with one, but it wasn't no need. It was like zero need for me to insert myself into that. I'm like, y'all don't hear how beautiful this motherfucker beats sound. Then, you know, I don't know what, but. Yeah, that's basically how we would start rocking that. We went from the Casio to the 950, no, to the 900. So we had an S900 Akai. But actually, we had a Lindrum for a hot second.
Oh wow!
That was the thing. It was like you could take this Lindrum or you could take this S900. We did not know, man. I didn't know what sampling really was. You know what I mean? I knew pause mixing was not, you know, not beyond that. So it didn't have a value to me until I learned like what it could do. So we had this Lindrum. This just got, you know, drums on it. It ain't like, you know, it's just like kind of not, I won't say one dimension, but it was just drum machine.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we went back and we got the S900, and then that was the beginning of, you know, that opened it up. So I was very lucky because I happened to I had every record. I was rare. I mean, I won't say I was rare. No, I wasn't rare. Lots of people had the same big old record collection I had. I mean, you know, slightly different, but
Right.
parents, they were into records. My dad really was into records, so I had all that, everything, everything, every R&B song from the 50s to present, every jazz. So when I moved, my pops let me take the jazz. He said, "Leave the blues, you can take the jazz." I was like, man, you ever seen a cartoon? Like I took the record so fast, man.
Wow.
Sorry, I just had to pop in. I heard K-Day, and that's like the bat signal to me.
Jennifer worked at K-Day back in the day, so.
Like K-Day, it played everything, you know, it had real authenticity. Like it played everything that we liked. It wasn't, you know, like you hear something, I heard it all on K-Day. Then to like, I guess when you're at the station, you may not ever get this, but like when you're admiring from the station, we wanted to be on K-Day. That was just like, if you could just get on K-Day, if you had a record on K-Day, like that was like you won. You feel me? You won. It was, you didn't have to. I got played on K-Day. That was good. That was like a secret. Not the radio. You feel me? Not all the radio. Like, oh, I got a business plan and I want to. I'm gonna attack the radio and this.
Right.
No, I just want to be on K-Day. That was it. It didn't mean no other radio station didn't mean that. So that's how I looked at it.
What? Where? So can you talk about? Wait, I'll pull it up. Can you talk about this record, the 1990 album? Because you know, we didn't even know this existed until, you know, a few years ago when you released it.
Basically, I didn't know it existed until, you know, like months before we, you know, pressed it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just had found out, and this is a story I go over in the book. You know, me and Yusef, we got signed early, like when we were still in high school. We didn't tell nobody.
Sedona.
Yeah, Sedona. Yeah, you know, because nobody would believe you. Like, so I didn't even waste my breath to say like I got signed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got signed and we did all those songs. The song 1990, we did all those songs and probably some more. And then we had a falling out with them. Because we like, remember I was telling y'all that story about me in the hallway and stuff? Like, now I can recall being that for real. I didn't give a fuck when it came to labels and talking to an adult about hip hop. I felt you didn't know. If I didn't believe you knew, you know, you didn't know. And the owner had went away doing business for several months, and we just had access to the 24 track and the knee board, and we were able to just be that. Wow. Then the owner comes back and kind of tries to put like a check down because, you know, we running the studio, we doing this, we like in there knocking out shit, and they never can. It never fails, man. They never can hear what we are. They always can hear kind of what they think we sound like and be like, do something like that. Fuck that. Like, come on, man. We was like Diamond Forged parodies of like a fucking MC, and you know, we were like, that's what we were about. We were about our production. We were about all of that, and they couldn't never see it to push us as that. Like, oh, these is some great producers, young producers. Listen to this album. So we was doing all these albums, and they just shelf it, put it over there. But you know, not until it's like we want something like whoop wop, and we like. I remember this. I'm like, nah. Let me play y'all what the shit is. I played on like Brand Nubian.
Mm.
Like, listen to them beats. Them is beats that we could, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of shit, if you want to compare or say, give us some shit, like, it needs to be in this vein. Not that other shit they was doing. Well, you know, I had strong feelings about certain types of people's hip-hop approaches. You know, I still do.
Yeah.
And they were like, who are y'all kids to be talking to us like that? And we was like, fuck y'all. We could be out. And they was like, oh, y'all could be out, but y'all gonna leave the music. Yusef was gone before I was gone. Yusef was gone. I was standing there, and he was looking at me outside the fucking door like, what is you waiting for? Because I'm like, you know, like, oh shit, you know, like, damn, that's a lot of fucking stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like what? Like, push that chair back up in there, walked out, and that was the end of that. I never seen them again until I got this call. Yo, is this Sach? Sach. And you're not gonna believe this, but like, and he just tells me this whole fucking story about finding these masters.
Wow.
So the label went defunct, and the studio facility area that they was renting, you know how like you have a storage.
Yeah.
And you didn't pay the storage and shit, and then like after a minute, like everything that's in the storage is, you know, it's the storage companies.
Yep.
So they was getting rid of all this shit in there, and the dude opened the locker, and it was like Nonce reels in there.
Wow.
And then, so he called his homeboy that collect reels, and was like, hey, I got some reels here. You know, you want to come pick them up? You know, they say that. You know, some, so he come pick him up. Then he calls me, finds out who I am, and finds, you know, he doesn't call me. I get a message, you know, like on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he tells me, like, you know, I come into possession of these masters. I just want to put them out. You can have them. You know, I'll put them in your hands. You know, you can have the masters back, but can we put them out? And then you have 1990.
Wow.
And so, you know, when music came back to me,
That's crazy.
I forgot about all that music. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it was a ghost memory.
Wow.
I feel very happy to have been, you know, like able to hear it again.
Yeah.
But then also, you know, like examine my skill at like 17. I think I was 17, you know, on most of those, maybe 16 and 17. I was young, but you know, I was highly influenced by my, you know, my heroes. Like, you know, I was real influenced by like De La, Tribe, Jungle Brothers, but not in that way. Like Jungle De La Tribe, like that, like, but like Jungle De La real close, but like really influenced by him, like rhyming without like saying a rhyme, but then not rhyming the line, but your mental can rhyme the line, but because you know what it represents, but then when you go like that was yeah, that just like I fell into the mode. I was like, oh, that's my shit. I like that. You know, like Cross the News, True Boy, man, I love that shit. I would just eat it up. I would be like the B side. Listen to the B side. Got the other bonus cut. So see, all that shit is like how the Nonce was doing. Like we was like, oh, we gotta have special B sides. We can't like, oh, every remix has gotta be like not that remix. It's gotta be like us doing the vocal again. You know what I'm saying? Like us, like actually making it a cut, even though it's a like special. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we felt they were doing. Like we was like, that was hard. That was so. It was outside the box. It was like wait a minute.
Yeah.
These are all like one-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like every single 12-inch was like a special piece because it had a song on it that wasn't on the album. But it was dope. That's how Crew Jam is. That's how like we was just in that following that kind of like, you know, mind state, like, oh yeah, we gonna
Hey, Sag.
Yes.
One of my favorite songs, not just of yours, but favorite songs ever. Who Falls Apart. That song is ridiculous.
Yes.
The version that's on that bro, that song is so hard. Bro. And let me just say, you expressed in song how we all felt. Like EPMD broke up. We look at your favorite crews fall apart. Like we like NWA broke up. Cube left. You expressed it in song. The beat is like somber, and bro, I don't know who did the Slick Rick scratches at the end of the song, bro. The song is retarded. It's retarded.
Yeah. It's it's two versions of that. I believe the version on the 12-inch got Sumbi. Sumbi's doing that type.
Oh, Jay Sumbi. Oh,
yeah, Jay Sumbi.
Okay.
And then the other one is Yusa doing it.
Okay.
And then we would switch up the DJ tours in the Nonce, like nobody ever really wanted to do it, but we always had all this shit that we had to put in there. So you like I remember the West is he was like, nah, you got to do that one. I was like all right. Like I'm in the studio doing that, like a pause mix, like cutting every little part, like you know, like to make the West is or whatever. But yeah, we would. Sumbi is an excellent DJ.
Wow.
And at one point, he actually moved and lived right down the street from me. So like when we lived on Marvin, like if you look on the 12-inch, got the handwritten donuts. That's our address, 1926. That's where we lived at. So 1926 Marvin Avenue. So
that's the 1926.
That's the address
of our apartment. And soon we lived right down the street. I'm talking about just at the corner. And I would ask him many times to come scratch. And he just walked down the street with his turntable and mixer. You know, he had the case, but he just walked down and set up on my futon, get on his knees and do the cutting and stuff, right? And, like Sumbi, I don't know if you guys have seen Sumbi talk. He's got dope stories. He's got a special way he tells the story and everything. But when you his friend, he also got a man that he's the nicest person. I swear, the nicest person. I think I'm pretty nice. He's nicer than me. All right. But sometimes when I'm upset with a person, it's amplified because I'm so nice and chill that when I am upset, it's like heart. But it's nothing. Anyway, he doesn't get upset or anything like that. He just look at my wire. I got a gang of wires and shit hooked up behind the board, and he just like looking at it with this just disgusted look. Man, I ain't never seen nobody look at my stuff like that. He was just looking at it like shaking his head, and he turned around and was like, "Man, this is a monument of inefficiency." I was like, oh shit. For real. It was though. I can't lie. It was. It was. But
A monument to inefficiency. That's
yes,
great.
yes. Trey told me that. He told me that. He left
That's
and
great.
he left and I unplugged all my shit and I fixed it. Fuck that. Nobody's ever gonna tell me that again. Never, man. That fucked me up. I was like,
A monument to inefficiency.
finding wires. But look. So listen to Who Falls Apart. This is all why I'm telling you that. Listen to Who Falls Apart, and you may agree that it has a sound to it. It just got a sound. It just like
Yeah.
Okay. That is a mistake to my inefficiency. For my monument of inefficiency, that was the one super result out of it. I had all these wires and shit in the back of the ADAT and the Newmark mixer. I had a compressor limiter. Here's the secret. I had a compressor limiter. One side is a compressor, one side is a limiter, all in the same rack.
Yep.
Okay. You plug it into the mixer, and it's a certain one for limiter. It's got its own little thing. I'm just reaching behind the shit. I'm not looking and verifying that I plugged it in the right. That's where it goes. I had it hooked up wrong. And that is what makes that sound in there. I had the limiter and the compressor.
Oh,
Wow.
And it just made the sound. And then when I rearranged all my shit and realized, that's wrong. I was just fixing it right quick. It was zero hum, no buzz, none of that thing that I was just living with. I was just living with this sound, right? I didn't really hear it. You don't really hear your own shit like that. Like, right. Somebody will come in and be like, "Hey, you got a buzz in there." You're like, "What?" So it disappeared, and I was like, yeah. I'm glad I was aware of what exactly the thing was that I actually unplugged and switched. I can see it now because I was arranging my shit nicely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that one has the different sound. And we also, I'm not making an excuse or nothing like that, but we just had got the equipment not too long, after, like we recorded. I probably had it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just in there. That's why my shit was all sloppy. I didn't care. I just wanted to get this shit going and vamp. But
hey, Sach, I think C-Doc would agree. That's the greatest story ever told on this show. I'm telling you, bro. That's the greatest story ever told on this show.
That's fantastic. Because we were talking, before you came on, we were talking about the two versions and how the 12-inch version sounds so much grittier, than the Side of Things version.
Yeah.
You cleared that up for millions.
Yeah. And I was like, how we know?
The first one is the ADAT version, and the second one is the studio version. Like the full 24 track 2-inch tape version of that. And also I want to give a shout out to DJ Fat Jack. That's one of my best friends. We became great friends over the last, like 10 years. But previously, we were acquaintances and, would just, see each other at the studio or something like that. We working on the same project. Really kind of dope. But at the very top, I went to a session at Ganja Caves. We was dropping off beats. He was dropping off beats to Ganja Caves. Fat Jack's in the studio. They got an ADAT. No, you got like 3 ADATs, and the BRC controller, the big controller. And I'm just looking at it like ooh, like ooh. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen that. I was like, shit. I walked into the Star Trek to the future in the studio like right quick, and I maybe asked Fat a couple questions, and then he just gave me this lesson, this big ass lesson. I promise, it was like incredible, and I was like, I knew it. So thank Fat Jack, because that's how the Nonce sound is. It's because of Fat Jack. Wow. So Fat Jack goes, let me show you something. Pull up the sample, and we had the same taste in music. So our samples, like, we like Rhodes and Fender Rhodes samples, upright bass samples, and things like that. And so he pulls up the sample, and I know the sample, like this is a dope sample. So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but listen, he said, you do 3 passes. You like just record it 3 times, like just copy the track over, right? And I'm like, okay. And he's like, now take all the highs and the mids out the first one, and basically layer it back until it sound like with the 3, until it sound, like it's supposed to sound with, taking out the treble in this one and turn the treble up in that one and blend it back in. Just that. And he's playing it for me, and I'm hearing just the sample, and then I'm hearing when how when you be like, how the fuck you make it sound like that? Like how he showed me right there, showed me. There's been times where I like maybe people thought I was a different kind of musician. They showed me some shit on the piano, some shit. I can't catch that shit. I can't just be like, oh, I got it now. Now I'm not. But him showing me that technique, I was like, I swear, if you could picture like a image of somebody moonwalking out the room, moonwalking, like, don't take this knowledge back. I'm about to just get up out of here with the knowledge somehow. Like, I felt it was that important. And then I went right to my engineer, and I gave him, that was the Bible. So my engineer that recorded all of the Nonce stuff, his name is Sean Friel. I said, everything. So I'm going to go over it again. Everything gets recorded like that. Wow. Exactly like that. You're gonna anything that's got vibes, bass, wops. We're gonna do 3 versions of it. Take all the and then bump it back up. And then I had other little rules that I would make, like, not rules. I'm not trying to like that, but it was just, it was cool. I said I want any kind of horns to be in here in the mix. Like not like this, but like in here, right. And then I want them going like this, or over here, or over there. You pick, but doing something. If it's a bug, if it's I don't want it to just go. I want it to go, or go. I want to do something like that, right? So he understood the assignment, and bam. Now anytime I run my beats through this thing here, when I go to the studio, now it's really like, I went to the studio. Like, I don't say that, but I'm saying the sound of it is, that's banging. Like that's bumping. And I got my reward, like, right, in a way. And my reward, I was in Texas. And this radio station was at the club we was performing at, and it was outside, and they had big sound. They had a big ass sound from outside. It was incredible, but reminiscent still of how shit bump in a car, but we outside, right? So it's subbing. Everything is like all the dope, and they play E40. I know E40 shit. Bang, it bump. It was banging. It was bumping. Then they played Bus Stops, and it was bumping just as hard. And I was like, I was so celebratory. I was just like, they didn't know why I was like, cause my shit is bumping like motherfucking E40. That's a bump criteria. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't know how many friends I had that has sounds in their car. That's to test it out. That's that one. Like, so anyway, I was real pleased with our sound. You know what I'm saying? I was real happy with our sound. But I wanted us to produce more though. We were supposed to do a remix for Lisa Stansfield. Remember Lisa Stansfield?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I was man, I thought I was like, oh, we in. We doing it. Like we got asked to do a remix. We didn't even like go out with it. Like they saw us. But then we did it. And then they picked like R. Kelly. I wasn't mad.
Yeah, sure.
I got paid for that. And it was just like shit. Like you know how I was like at the door. I was at the door and some distracted me. I went this way. I didn't keep following that thing. Fat Jacks had more success in like remixes and doing that work. Man, it's lucrative. It'll spoil you. It'll change you. You know. Hey, can I ask y'all something? I want to ask y'all.
Yeah.
This is an observation I've made, and I'm trying to reconcile it if I can, or maybe it has none. It's just me, like my own, flaws as a person, or now I won't call it a flaw. Just if you're doing what you're doing right now, out of like the love of doing it, which is how I do anything I'm doing this but I had realized when I had some money, I wasn't thinking about music at all. Not at all. Not zero. Like I wasn't fresh. I wasn't even on that. I wasn't even on until I didn't have no money. Then I could focus on it. I could. But when I had, it was like it canceled it. It just. So, I just want to know in life, like it might not be because of music, but it might just be circumstances and stuff. Like okay, I got bread. I don't gotta do this shit. Like, would you or do you guys feel like? Yeah, I might have a pause. I might be like, I'm cool on doing the podcast right now. I'm gonna go selling or some shit, or. Not, I mean, I don't mean it like that. I mean, big, stupid money. I'm saying. Would it make a difference? Would it change? Would it change your to do this?
Go ahead, Doc. You.
Okay, no. Well, here's the thing, right? So, Sach, I'm sure you don't know. I do a lot of different things aside from this. So, and one of those things is I run Chuck D's record label, right? It's a very small kind of homegrown thing. But and I don't get paid a lot. But I do it anyway. And even if I wasn't getting paid, I would still be doing it just because and this show too. Like this is not how I normally sound. I'm fighting off an infection right now. But I knew I was going to be talking to you tonight. And so I'm like, I got to do the show. I'm like, I felt like hell, like death warmed over earlier. But I'm like, Sach is going to be on the show tonight. And I've had questions to ask this guy because I love his music so much. Yeah, the money would be great. It would be great. But I know that if I have the opportunity to do it, money or no, I'm still going to do it. Because I just love it so much,
Listen, Sach, same as he said. I've been on this show. What episode is this? 246?
246.
So Sach, I came on the show originally, episode 60, to promote a podcast that I was doing. I wasn't on the show. So I promoted the podcast, and then maybe 7 or 8 episodes later, they asked me to be a part of the show. I think I've missed 2 episodes. And one was I was moving and the other was it just couldn't be there. But it's like every week, because of our music sensibilities, me and Doc have the same type of music. Like when we heard that, let me tell you, I was mad at Doc because I heard from somebody else that you was coming on the show, and Doc would tell you, I said, yo, you ain't gonna tell me, say I just come on the show because
he missed the text message.
We talk about that's part of our bonding. Like you know, when like you were saying when somebody said to you, yo, Egyptian lover, Run DMC, but you might have had your homeboys like, yo, this is the Run DMC crowd. So when meeting with Doc, it's kind of like, yo, who you like? Oh, you like Ultramagnetic? I like Ultramagnetic. Oh, you like the Nonce? Oh, I like the Nonce. So we talk about these groups. So the Nonce is one of these groups. So to say what you said, like to answer your question, bro, we ain't getting paid to do this show, but for us, it's a pleasure for me to just ask you about who falls apart, and you to give that story, bro. You made my year. Yep. Seriously, bro. This
pleasure, man.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Just because I was just thinking about, like, I've been blown back a lot from this book and other things that's going on where I'm like reliving a lot of these times in my head, and I just remembered maybe I shouldn't have money or something. I'm sorry, it's crazy, right? I can't explain this thing. It's the dynamic, like I got like crazy money or nothing like right now and nothing like that, but okay. Do you guys smoke? Does anybody smoke weed?
I have before. You can go. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There be like, okay, you could go buy like a whole bunch, right? But fucking having a whole bunch is not like having like just a little bit. Like it's different. It's different.
It's different. Yeah.
It's so that's like somehow that combination, like having a whole bunch and having a little bit, make that weed like a little more special, make it a little more like, shit, I'm about to be out. It's intense. Like it's shit, I gotta go get some, but you got like a whole bunch. Right? I'm just saying. So I'm like a drug guy. My rap shit is like
Hey, Sach. Kind of in kind of the same vein that you're talking about. So music wise, I rhyme, right? I didn't rhyme for 20 years. Seriously, didn't write a rhyme for 20 years. This guy up here got me to be on a song with Chuck D. You got to be on a song with Chuck D. I don't care if I sound horrible. I'm just going to say I got a song with Chuck D. Right? So I do the song. Now, listen, I'm trying to sell this right now. I got a little flexi going on. Like, I'm back. But listen, Sach, I ain't got no money. So what you're saying is like, at this point, I'm super creative. Like,
I'm saying, it's like, but right. I would like to attain like the Incredible Hulk. You know how he's like half the Hulk and half Banner at the same time and shit. Yep. Like I need that. I'm like the Hulk or I'm like Banner and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need the merge.
Yep.
And I would like to really push this thing that I know I'm capable of.
Right.
Which is like I feel like I could help a lot of people, like financially and creative. Like you got talent. Like that, like I've heard a lot of singing, but you can sing. You feel me? Like I feel like I can hear that. I can feel like I hear no, that beat's special. You know, we make beats, but that beat right there, that like I feel like I can hear those things, and then I could be maybe the one day to be like, have my secretary call. You know what I'm saying? Like fly shit. I mean, I got fantasies. Like, for instance, my fantasy is like when you on my label, if you was an MC, you get paid in gold bars.
Wow, that's ill.
Right? It don't gotta be that much, right?
Right.
You know, a gold bar is a gold bar. You know, they look like a little piece of candy or something like smaller. This is like $1 million. I'm just saying, you know, I want to do some interesting things. You know what I'm saying? I would fucking love somebody pay me some gold bars for my bars. I would be like, you see my gold bar, like, hi, like, you know, people pull out your grandparents, you like pull out your like accordion with all your kids' pictures and shit. I'll be showing that. I'm like, dude, I got gold bars for this right here.
I think it's the creatives in us, and we just like to, you know, we create shit. We make this stuff up. We just like to bring these things into existence. I think that's the most important part of it. Bring it to fruition.
Yeah. I as we talking and saying that, I can see what the difference that I was then.
Yeah.
I didn't have. I mean, I had a creativity for that one thing, but now I easily could see. I don't feel like doing this, but I can invest in this. You know what I'm saying? It would be other things that would hype me. You know, I could say I just grown.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just kind of stuck looking back. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, thank you guys for helping me. You know,
that helped. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, does that mean like, this is just on some conceited shit. Like I was like, well, I'm about to get paid. Am I about to stop rapping and shit? Because I'm about to get paid. Because it happened before, but now you guys help me. So I hope y'all all have these fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? Where you like, oh man, I got too much damn money. I don't like now I gotta. May that be your problem, man. You know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Our problem.
Yep. Hey, real quick, can I ask you, because I'm always interested in independent record labels, and I don't know very much about Wild West Records. Can you talk about the label?
I know, minor things,
Yeah, your experience with it.
My experience. I had went to Wild West, me and Yusuf, after Sedona.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our next step, was Wild West. So we felt pretty fucking good about that, actually, our ego, because it was like, oh, snap. Another label wanted to get down real tough, and we was like, okay, all right. So we got with Wild West, and I always put some extra on the deals, and not say extra. Well, I'll be wanting some shit. I'll be like, I really wanted to go to the new music seminar. That's like being on campus, or it's like to say now, that you was at the new music seminar. That's crazy. That's like dope to me. Like from what I hear about all the shows and stuff. So we really wanted to go, and the label was going. We just signed to the label. They was going, but they didn't have tickets for us because we just signed. We understood, but I was like, all right, y'all bringing me back a bag. Y'all bringing me, it's like, you bringing me back a bag. I want all the shit. I want to bring you back all the shit. So they brought me back all the shit. So I have my new music seminar bag, and I cherish that bag, dude. I that's what I put the like whenever we went to the studio, I put the sequencer in that bag. So I have my When they with our bag, nobody fuck with me with that bag. I had that bag. What I'm saying though, that was real important to me. That was a deal breaker. If they would have said, "We ain't bringing you no," I would have been like, you know what? Eddie like that. I would have been like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool. No, but they brought me my shit out. And that was, I think, the year. That might have been the year the Gravediggers did something there, and Craig Mack. It was like I hear all these stories and shit like they didn't even use this shit at the time. That was over, but then they brought it back just for Craig Mack, right? Like the Big Mac. They had his tape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even do that shit no more. They didn't even, them cartons. That was the funk. But they brought it, and it was like that's clowning to me. I thought that was dope. Like, damn, somebody hand me a fucking big. It was, mentally it was. I was like, damn, yeah. Mm-hmm. Jungle Brothers performed, or some of the Native Tongue performed, and I think De La Soul was coming out with De La Soul is Dead, and they were yelling it. Nobody knew what it meant.
Oh wow!
So like they just yelling, De La Soul is dead. So that nobody know what it is, but that's how they advertised them. That's why I wanted to be there, man. That shit is incredible. That's yeah. And so we got on Wild West, and at the time, right when we got on, Ganja K was on there. Ganja K got off and went. He did something with. Eventually he did something with Palace. Or started to do something. I think that's when we were submitting our beats. It was for that.
Okay.
But I couldn't put my finger on because, like, okay, you ever know somebody that do a growth spurt? Mm-hmm. They little dude, then they like 6 foot tall. Like, okay, Ganja wasn't 6 foot tall, but he was, taller, a little taller than me, but he was way shorter than me. His name was Pee Wee Jam. How many tall motherfuckers named Pee Wee, right? You don't know, no, like Pee Wee. He was a little dude. He was little dude, and but he grew, and so we on the same label. And I'm looking at him like I'm doing that shit they was doing to me. Like, I know you, like, I know you. And then just one day, it just popped, and I was like, Pee Wee Jam. And he was like laughing. He was the whole time I was looking at his ass going like, hey, shoot, Pee Wee Jam. But yeah, so I was that enticed me to the label, seeing that Ganja was on there because I thought he was dope. So another MC that was on there, his name was Torch. He passed away, rest in peace, Xavier. He was dope too. He's on Heavyweights, and I think that was actually his song.
Oh, wow!
I think that was actually Torch's song.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, Heavyweights. I think that was Torch's song. It was definitely recorded in the studio that we was using with Wild West. For sure, it was recorded at that studio.
Wow.
At that same studio, I think Ganja did Boom the Scud Missile. Like, that shit incredible. Like so I was really like, oh, this right here. I never really cared for the like Wild West. And we're not talking about the label. I'm talking about just the name of Wild West. I'm going, like Wild Pitch. Like I'm going, I'm like, okay. And then it had the fucking cowboy fucking bad shit around it, and I was like. So it's like it's always rubbing me the wrong way, right? You know, so you like the shit, but you like, I kind of don't like this shit. Like, yeah. Then one day, I don't know who the fuck did it, but they convinced them to do it like the parental advisory, like font. And I was like, all right, fine, I can go with that. I can't go with the other shit no more. I can't fucking badges and shit, Western, Wild West, like dude. But then that came and that made it. That was almost a deal breaker though. I don't know. I got real shallow shit that make it be a deal breaker though.
It's the little things, man.
It's the little things. It's the little things.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the little things. Like in the book, I discuss, like musicians I could have worked with, or or the scenario that made that thing happen, and like I didn't choose to do it, and like why, and then when you say it out one way, it sounds stupid as hell. It sounds dumb. Like are you? Then when I filter it through my producer mind, it's fine. So I was like, and this is in the book. Like we actually. How we just did that other part, I'm actually learning as I'm talking about the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
when does the book drop?
The book is out.
Oh,
yeah, you can get the book.
Okay.
And we're actually gonna have a big show on the 24th, which is a Friday, at Delicious Pizza.
Oh.
We do a monthly. Me and Jay Smooth and DJ Word. We do this thing called Bass Invaders, like Space Invaders. It's called Bass Invaders, and we've been doing it for a couple months, and several months actually since I think almost the beginning of the year, and we're gonna do all the artists, not all of them. But like 90% of the artists are performing. That's in the book.
Wow,
that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So, Davius is coming to perform. Daedalus is going to perform. Omid is going to perform. Fat Jack going to perform.
Wow.
Riddler going to perform.
Oh.
Fish might be there to perform. JMD is going to perform.
CVE. God, they killing
like
me.
listen to the show. Two Mex is hosting.
Wow.
I'm just saying, right? Like if you could just, and then it's like the book. It's like you could buy the book when you come there. You could get the book now, like I'm suggesting, and be tripping like I'm tripping because I don't have no reason to make this up. I want you to experience it. You can tell me if I'm tripping. But I think you're gonna have experiences reading the book. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
everybody's gonna be there. That's in the book. The performances is gonna be like beat oriented. Sign your book. Talk to them. Ask them a couple questions.
Wow.
Just see us all together on the earth.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what, hey, Chaz, this is what I'm saying. You talking about doing stuff. See, Doc, we need a budget for the show because I need to fly out there.
That's what I'm saying, right? To cover these things, I know.
They come on, man.
That's crazy.
He talked 2Mex, CVE. Come on, man. I need to go out there.
Yes, and this is also I'll put this out there. I haven't been able to facilitate it yet, but everything is in motion. This is not the first book that I'm featured in or that I got a part in, you know what I'm saying? And I got a book too. All the music, it's going to be a gallery installation of the Nonce in Lemert Park.
Wow.
So I'm just finding out about this like 2 days ago. And,
wow.
So there's a lot of stuff in play, right?
Yeah.
But I want to be like, I want to get into play. I want to be out on the tour. When I say the tour, I mean we need to be talking about this book, talking about the book, right? At a university.
Yeah.
Talking about beat making. And then at night, come check us out at wherever the spot is at, wherever you know, like that, and like a whole tour of that. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want to talk about this stuff like we talking, you know, and inspire, you know, some people to go ahead and just do that, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing too. Like I did all this from inspirations. You know, like my neighbor downstairs that didn't take the hell out of my face, little boy. You know, like she could have did a million and one things, but she was like, yeah, like with the. Yeah. I'm not a slow kid. I know when you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, you know, like, oh, she like, but I really believed it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, inspiration, you know, to people is important, and I like to help with that, you know.
Yeah, word up. Stats, it's late. We're not going to take up any more of your time. I would ask, if you don't mind, there's something I wanted to ask you, not on the show, but can you hang out for a minute as we wrap up, and then after the credits roll, I'll bring you back.
Okay.
So I want to ask you something, but yeah, thank you so much for coming through tonight. Appreciate that.
My pleasure, guys.
Yeah.
Woo.
And yeah, man, this was fantastic. And like anytime you want to come back, we got other stuff coming on. You know, like Ben was saying, yeah, we'd love to have you come back. I got more questions.
I love to. I'm a little. I'm able to kind of focus a little more. Like just because, like I said, with this book. Mm-hmm. I had to live in those realms for a minute and relive stuff, and now I can recall more stuff to talk about. You know, like I can. Before it was a little difficult. You might catch me. I'm like, I come back to that. I don't really remember. You know what I'm saying? but now, you know what I'm saying. Like it's just a good time. You know what I'm saying. And I got a lot of new music coming. You know. Still on the beat and writing rhymes right. I got a rhyme right now. I want to finish, and you know that's Fountain of Youth. You know, if you don't know, everybody in here knows. But you know, making something, you feel me? Like, and then actually making that where you like, oh, that shit dope. Like that energy, whatever that is. Like if you could capture that in a bottle or something like that, dude. Like in that right there, I know it. I know when I'm feeling that way. After I'm like, this is crazy. Like it is the feeling. It is this feeling I'm addicted to. I'm addicted to freshness. It's like,
yep.
So I'm saying it's really true. That's really the essence of it. It's like yeah. All right then.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Sach Ill Pages, everybody.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll talk to you in a minute. Just hang tight, please. Oh man, it's a late one, but that was good. That was great.
Well, we could talk for another 4 hours. Like,
I know.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
This, like I said, this is one of our bonding records. Like,
yep.
One of our bonding groups.
Yep, most definitely. That's our show for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. Everybody watching on the replay. Check out the other great stuff on Channel Zero. I think Dave and Mocha are finally back tomorrow night. They were talking about coming back on the 15th, so hopefully they are. And there will be a new Side B TV Friday. A little mix up there for last week. And then, of course, the mixtape. And Southern Vanguard on Monday. And then we'll be back next Tuesday. So join us next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Grab yourself. Buy a record.
Get yourself a Jazz Soon Ultramag record. Shit is dope. I'm telling you. Shit is great. Thank you for everybody watching live. Please like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you and see you next week on another episode of It's C-Doc again. Peace.